What's up, everybody? Len here. I just want to make a quick video and I want to compare gold to Rolexes and answer the question, is a Rolex a better investment than gold? And what's interesting is I have a very real world example of what an investment in gold over the long term might look like compared to a Rolex, because I have here a 1988 Rolex that was bought from Watches of Switzerland in 1988 in February. So, and I have some historic charts and data to show you. Now, first of all, neither one is a particularly bad investment, okay? But I want to be very specific here. I'm talking about Rolex. I am not talking about, when it comes to watches, I am not talking about your kind of everyday watch. This is a very nice watch that I have in my collection. This is a Belova Marine Star in rose gold with the nice silicone strap and a rose gold tang and everything, but let's not get it twisted. That's not real rose gold. That's not 18 karat rose gold. This is about a $699 watch, okay? Now, if I were to sell this today, I would be really happy to get 400 bucks for it. So the average watch, if you're an average person like myself, don't think of a watch as an investment. Okay, there's some vintage Seikos for sure that are worth money, but that's a whole nother conversation. We're talking specifically about Rolex, and maybe we can get a little bit into luxury watches, but this, the everyman's kind of wristwatch, even high quality ones, please don't look at those as an investment or you will get burned. Now, I have here, as I told you, this beautiful Rolex Datejust with the fluted bezel. This is reference number 16014. This was the last year that it had the caliber. I think the caliber in here was a 3401 caliber, but beautiful Jubilee bracelet. And this is a great looking watch. Now, had you bought that watch brand new in 1988 from Watches of Switzerland in London, in US dollars, you would have paid, and I'm going to show the chart here, you would have paid about $1,776 for it. Now, by way of contrast, had you bought an American Gold Eagle in 1988, or let's just say an ounce of gold in general, in 88, you might have been buying Krugerrands, actually, if you were investing in gold, because those were very, very available. They've been circulating around much longer, but let's just say, and we're talking spot here, okay? Just for a point of reference, we're only talking about spot. We're not talking about any premiums or anything like that would have been put on that. You would have paid the average close in 1988 for gold for an investment was $436.78. Now, I want to make note here, I am not talking about numismatics. I'm not talking about pre-33 gold, which I love, by the way, which I love, but that's not what I'm talking about here, because though this has gold value, it is not, it also has a numismatic value that we're not discussing today. We're strictly talking the Rolex Datejust versus the gold. Now, how does that compare to today? Well, we know that gold, the average close in 2023, we're not even halfway through 2024 yet, so I wanted to make sure to give a full year's scope on here to make it fair. The price on that is $1,940.54. Again, that's not including any premiums whatsoever. So if you started investing in gold in 1988, the gold that you bought in 1988 would be worth 4.4 times more than when you first purchased it. Not a bad return. Not a bad return to more than 4x your money, almost 4.5 times. Now, how does that compare to the Rolex? So here's the thing, with Rolexes are no different than coins in the sense that condition matters. This one happens to be in exceptional condition. I have a story about this watch in particular that I did a full review of the watch, and there's a link in the description below if you want to watch it. But this watch, brand new in 1988, cost $1,776. So that's not bad. That's not bad, especially considering today that this watch, this one sold, and we'll talk about this one specifically. This one sold for $4,700, private party. Now, that being said, there are prices on the on Chrono24 and eBay and other secondary sellers that have this watch for as high as $6,000 that are sold listings, by the way. But I'm going to go with this one because this is the one I have real world actual experience. Just like this gold, it's in my possession. I have it. So, but what does that mean for, so bought it at $1,776 in 1988. Today it sold for $4,700, or it was purchased for $47. That's a 2.65 times increase in your money. So still an increase, but not as good as gold. However, let's transition the conversation to why I think that a Rolex is still a good investment. One thing is, you're not going to lose money on it. This lost money the second it became used, and I took all the stickers and price tag off of it. The value of this watch cut probably by 40% the second I put it on. This one will only continue to increase in value. That's the bottom line, and that's going to be true of many luxury watches, but not all. You know, the watches like Grand Seiko, for example, which are considered a really high-end luxury watch, $6,000 to $10,000 watches, and then some. Those watches do not hold their value, guys. As beautiful and popular as they are, they don't hold their value. So you really have to be careful with watches. But I'll say the same thing with watches that I've always said about coins. Buy what you love. Buy what you love, because you may get stuck with it, right? So the bottom line on all of this is do your research. And I'm going to make the case why you should own a Rolex. One, it's a beautiful watch. It's going to hold its value, and it's just value that you can wear every single day. That's the bottom line, is you can wear this every single day and really enjoy it. It doesn't have to stay in a safe. It doesn't have to be locked away in a safe deposit box or anything like that. You can wear this every day, and the bottom line is most people don't pay attention to your watch. So you can wear this for your own personal enjoyment. Now, that is also a case I will make for example, used gold or scrap gold. If you find a nice gold ring that fits you well, you may pay like just back a spot and just pay the gold weight for that, and then you have the value of the gold, and you have a nice piece of jewelry. So there's something to be said for that I think to do that, one, it makes the value of what you're wearing, it makes it mobile. You can put it on, you don't have to worry about carrying it around. You know, so, but anyhow, I just wanted to make this video to show you that while Rolexes are a good investment, they still are not as good as gold. However, I think that if you really want to diversify, I don't think it's going to hurt you. I don't think you're going to have regrets about owning a Rolex, because even if you're not a watch person, just the sheer joy it brings to have one on. I'm a watch guy. I own over a dozen of them, and I love each of them for different reasons, and they're very fun. So consider that if you're looking to diversify your investments. You know, this is a very tangible asset, but so is this. And so with that said, if you've made it this far to the end of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that today is the day that I earn your subscription. And if you would do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button down below, it would really help me out, especially, but only do it if you really liked and enjoyed the video. With that said, guys, I am gonna let you go. We will see you on the next one. Peace.